Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Green and Gorgeous. We are so excited. We are joined this week. The Packers are in London, and we have Abby here, our first guest of the show. And also, it is 1 a.m. where she is at. So we just want to thank her for her time and for being here. Abby, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. You?
We're good. Tori, Emily, how's your guys' week going?
Not too bad. The week is going by very quick.
Well, of course it's going by very quick. You have a wedding coming up, so you're busy. So we're going to touch on the Patriots game just a little bit. I don't think any of us really want to relive that. It was a little bit painful, but at least we won. So that's all that matters. It was an ugly win, but a win is a win at the end of the day. So, Tori, what were your thoughts on the Patriots game?
My thoughts is that it was just way closer than it needed to be, which is so irritating, having a second and then third string quarterback with a very piss poor offense on our part to show. It was very frustrating to watch, but I mean, like you said, a win's a win. It was very ugly. At least we came out and got one.
I agree with that. I actually, if you guys saw my tweets, I was laughing during the game. Like, we are laughing. Like we're from The Office. I was Major Michael Scott over here. Like, this is comical. I did not expect it to be as close as it was. I definitely wasn't expecting overtime. I would have died if it ended in a tie.
Oh my God.
I would have died. Would you have died more if it was a loss or a tie?
Probably a tie.
I would have died more. Dude, if we would have lost to a third string, like I think that would have been worse that would have been worse than a tie to me. I hate losing so much. I hate losing more than I love winning. So can't stand it.
I don't know. It's hard to say because like a tie and a loss are basically the same thing because you don't get an extra number either place. Like you just get a 2-1-1. Like that's no, I don't like that either. So Emily, what were your thoughts?
It was a painful game for more than one reason. Earlier in the day I started writing out wedding invitations for my brother's wedding, and I was using a paint pen, and halfway through doing it my eye got so swollen to the point to where I couldn't see out of it. And so I snapped the girls and I was like, I cannot see. So I'm sitting there as close as I possibly can to the TV. And, my parents always told me when I was little, don't sit too close to the TV because it's going to fall on you. And I was sitting as close as I could with the ice pack on my eye, just thinking, I am so miserable. And this is not helping.
I just wish that I screenshot it and used that picture for my Thirsty Thursday.
I actually was just thinking that. I was like, I wish I could just pull this up right now and show everyone her eye.
It was so bad.
It was awful. I don't even know. And the worst part about it was I finished probably 95% of the invitations. My mom had to do the other 5%. Sunday Night Football rolls around, her eyes swollen. And I'm like, it had to have just been this stupid paint pen. But I'm here. I can live to tell the tale. But the game, in itself was painful. The swollen eye was painful. I was sweating and I was very upset.
Sounds like we were all around not having a good day for Emily. Abby, hopefully yours wasn't also physically painful.
It was a late game, wasn't it? I'm not losing the plot. For me, it was like late in the evening. So when I'm tired and it's not a great game, I just want to go to sleep now. But then I think, I'm not committed if I don't watch the whole thing. But I saw a phrase on Twitter, like half attack pack. And that stuck with me forever because it's so true. It's like, it is painful. All that you said, it was painful.
It really was.
The offensive line, you just want to be there, like, poking them. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But
they weren't doing much.
No.
Not much at all.
Yeah, they weren't doing much. And honestly, the defense had, good plays, but, I felt like
not consistently, though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem.
It wasn't good offensively or defensively. Like it
Special
was
teams,
just,
though.
there were no fumbles.
I mean, like anything's better than the worst. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
The bar is so low.
The bar is incredibly low. Yeah, like 6 feet under low.
it's like the bare minimum.
Exactly.
Money Mason at the end though, at least like last season when it was just not consistent kicks, that was painful. That was
Yeah.
pure
So
pain.
how did you guys what were your feelings whenever Mason Crosby was walking on the field? I was a little
I was nervous.
I was a little nervous. I was like, we're gonna get this, but like also I'm terrified.
Same.
I was just hoping they were going to be like, last year, he missed all these different ones, and he's been, 2 for 3 or 2 for 2, 3 for 3 or whatever his record was, and that's usually when they jinx them.
Oh my god, the announcer's curse is real.
Yeah, so that's what I was waiting for, and the only blessing that I saw was that they were chomping down the time to where if he did miss it, that was it. It was game over. So that's the only positive that I felt to it. Other than that, I was shaking. I was like, I don't feel good.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same way. I was like, all right, well, we can't lose. Like that's, again, the bar, very, very low.
Eye as well. You didn't have to watch it through both eyes.
Yeah.
No.
Don't worry, Emily. It was really that pitiful and painful to watch. It wasn't just your eye problem. It was that bad.
Me with the ice pack, just.
When Mason Crosby came out, I almost was just like,
just Emily like closing the other eye.
Right, I'm peeking, but like I really don't want to see. Just in case.
Oh my gosh! I mean, that game for me, like. I don't know about you guys, but it just continues to raise concerns for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I'm not going for a wee, by the way. Sorry, I'm like pouring my drink into a mug because my straw's died in case I just think.
How did y'all feel about coach using a challenge on that, obvious fumble by Romeo? I was kind of screaming at him because I was like, please do not waste this. Like, there's no way they're going to overturn it. Absolutely no way.
I was like, he's going to do it.
Oh yeah.
But like it was the thing here. It's like it's so obvious. Why are you doing it? But at the same time, you just got the vibe he's going to do it anyway.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, like because we needed it. That's the thing. I think is that we needed it at the time. So it's like, well, you might as well do it.
I'm not gonna lie, I did jump up when he caught that, supposedly, and like I was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden I'm like, what is going on? And with my one good eye, I had to rewatch it. And I'm like, oh, he dropped it. Are you kidding me?
Well, like the announcer was even saying like, oh my god, he doesn't know.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That was me mid jump, and I was like,
I know, yeah, like I was like, yes, and then I turned, I was like, what does he not know?
Tell me more.
It's like the same celebrating, wasn't it? When they thought they like tied and it was a double doink. It was like that kind of thing.
Oh my god, the double doink.
It was painful. I knew that we were going to use the challenge, and I was like, we're going to waste this challenge.
Yeah, it's not really worth it.
And then they just kept playing the replay over and over.
Just to solidify why we were wrong.
I was like, okay, got it. Not a catch. Got to hold on to that.
Yep, got it. All right, stop.
Did y'all see Des Bryant chime in on Twitter? And it was like, not a catch, or like throw back to whatever 2017 or whatever.
That's like every time there's some kind of like controversial catch or something, he does shit like that, I feel like.
Well, yeah.
Let it go. Yeah, let it go, dude.
They won't let it go. So, Tori, you brought up earlier that it does raise some concerns for you for the rest of the season. And I'm curious to know, Emily and Abby, does it raise some concerns for you guys as well?
I came into the season really optimistic. I did like a podcast and you had to predict the wins. And I thought, I said, I think we got like 14 wins in my mind. And I was like, yeah, Super Bowl, we're going. And now I'm like, no, we're not. Like, actually, when you have the hope before the season starts that suddenly everything's going to be different. And then the season starts and it's actually the same.
Yeah.
It's quite depressing.
It's just like for me, it's just like the offense not clicking at all. And it's not just receivers. Let's get that straight. It is Rodgers as well. And some of that could be chemistry, but like figure it out, dude. This sucks.
Those balls are so wobbly. The long ones, I
Wobbly balls.
wobbly balls. Yeah,
Just what we
hashtag
don't
wobbly
want.
balls.
We want a good deep ball. We have gone over this.
But you can see him in the air, and they used to be like we always called them bullets in our house. Like he would throw the most accurate, straight line, and this thing is in the air, and it's like, and I'm like, where? Yeah, it looks like a freaking bird. I have no idea, and that's what scares me. And he's been off. I mean, this week, last week,
the whole season, almost. It's been the whole season.
Like, who's he throwing that to? That's what makes me nervous. I think the chemistry will get there as the season progresses, but I'm kind of nervous because we've always been able to count on Rodgers always.
Yeah.
And this season, I'm kind of.
Do you think his wobbly balls are partially due to the fact that he feels his receivers can't catch the ball, so he doesn't feel like he can throw a bullet?
That's a good question. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I could just guess, but it's not it's an excuse, and I don't like it.
Yeah, and then after all the press conference, oh, I got to be better, I got to be more accurate. Duh,
yeah, we could have told you that too, but carry on.
Yeah, his stats are not looking good. Last year it was number one, and then this year I'm like, yeah, there's no way in heck he's gonna win MVP. Absolutely not. No way.
Jalen Hurts MVP.
Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson, I could see.
Yeah, definitely. All
right. Well, that's enough.
Let's get that behind us.
Yeah. Depressive talk for the day, if you will. Let's jump into our more happy segment of the show, our Thirsty Thursday. And before we do that, I just want Abby to tell everyone what she's drinking because it sounds so good.
Oh my God, it sounds so good.
Am I allowed to show it, or do I? Just
absolutely show it?
Do whatever you want.
Ooh. It's coffee apple cider, but it's now. Oh, shake everything. It's now in a mug because the straw's gone red. Like the cardboard straws. Do you guys have cardboard straws?
We do. We love the turtles.
It's gone all floppy in the drink, so I had to pour it in the mug. But
yeah. I love whenever it it gets all soppy, and then it your water tastes like paper.
Yeah,
or whatever you're drinking tastes like paper.
I know it's water, I don't need to feel what wrinkles are like in my mouth. I'd prefer it elsewhere. I just don't want that. So I hate the paper. I don't hate the paper straws. I hate the end of the paper straw.
Yeah,
all right.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I don't think any of us like them, but we got to do what we got to do to save the turtles out here. So, Emily, we're going to go with you first for your Thirsty Thursday picks. Yeah, these are good.
Okay. Thirsty Thursday, we're going to go with the Silver Fox himself, Mr. Money Crosby. We were talking a little bit about the show that we all were not super confident, when he went out there. And, yeah, so I just had to give him, the little bit of props. He looks good for his old age, and the all-time leading scorer of the Packers. So we
love a little salt and pepper.
Yeah, I got to show him some love.
So this one to me was so funny because whenever I saw this on the Instagram, I was like, who is he bringing to the game? The soccer team?
Yeah. He looks like a dad dropping off his kids for summer camp. Bye.
He's like, all right, bye, kids. See you in a week. Or he's carrying the whole team to practice. I love it, though.
They're carpooling to also save the environment, I'm sure.
Where they love the turtles.
Yes.
All right, Tori, we have yours.
All right. So this one, I was actually looking for my second Thursday pick, and this one just popped up, and I was like, oh. And I stared at it, and then I switched to the next picture, and it was the same picture, but widescreen version. And I was just like, ooh. So I love that Tunyon picture. We love a good forearm, bicep, tricep, deltoid look. So that one was just actually thirsty. This one, Watson's first Lambeau leap, that was my number one pick because I love seeing those players get to make their first leap. It's an iconic moment for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was glad he was able to make it up without help. So that was good.
I wonder what goes through their mind. Like every time I see somebody do a Lambo leap, I'm like, what if they just missed it?
Do you think they like panic a little and have like, what if I don't make it?
1, 2, 3, jump. 1, 2,
I don't
3,
know,
jump.
because I feel like their adrenaline is rushing so much that they just like have that extra push that they need. But I also wonder, I'm like, do they practice this?
Well,
like during practice?
Dude, they got to.
When the Lambo leap in London, I think it was like a Saints player, and like it failed. So if you haven't seen that,
wow, embarrassing for them.
Like,
That's what they get.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they get for trying to do a Lambo leap somewhere that is not Lambo and you're not a Packer.
Exactly. Just like don't do it. No, did you guys ever go on like the Lambo tour and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't, but that's a goal of mine.
Oh yeah, but when I was younger, we went on it, and there was like a part with like a section of how high it is, and so like I tried as a kid to like jump on it, just like gut punch basically.
Oh yeah, I could make
so
it
bad.
nowhere near that.
No, you actually can't even see the top of it, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll lift you up.
We'll give you a booster.
We should give you a little ladder that you're gonna need to get up there.
I just want to see it. Can you guys just lift me up a little bit? Well, for my Thirsty Thursday pick, this is no surprise because I've picked Aaron Jones almost every week. Aaron Jones just does it for me, and Jair is not playing right now, so he has to.
So it's got to be someone else. Dude, it's like I love those like poses, like the "let's go" kind of like pose. I love those pictures.
I do too.
We love a little flex.
Yes, and like Aaron Jones' muscles have been looking really good lately.
Yeah, very good.
Watch out, Jair.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Speaking of Jair, okay, so I was stalking one of our running backs the other day, his Twitter likes. And you guys know the Jair photo, like of Jair and Matt LaFleur hugging, where I photoshopped my face on his body. He liked that picture, and I never saw that. I was like, that's really embarrassing.
I love that. You made it. Yeah, you made it. What are you talking about?
I was like, he probably walked into practice and was like, yo, look at this girl. I was like, oh.
It was like, wow, she's probably like 12 or something, so it's kind of cute.
Yeah, look at this Photoshop skill. She must be like 12, so anyway. So, like I said, it is 1 a.m. in the UK, and Abbeigh so gracefully decided to join us. Not only decided to join us, but also decided that she would be staying for the whole show, which we are so excited for. But Abbeigh, we want to get to know you a little bit and what it's like having the NFL in the UK. So I will let Tori ask you some questions first.
Ooh. Well, first, should we just kind of start with like a get to know you kind of thing? Like tell us how you became a Packers fan and what got you hooked on them.
So this is, I sound like a broken record when I talk about this because it's like, so I dated a guy for 3 years, and he watched every Sunday the football was on, and I was like, I really don't understand the point of this. I was one of those, and then because it was on so much, I was like, oh, okay. And then you look at the players, and you're like, oh, this is, I get it now.
It was the muscles.
Yeah, the muscles. And then after we broke up, I actually got more into it. So I started understanding the plays and things. So it was that. But yeah, I have him to thank. Thank you, Jordan. He's probably not watching. But
one good thing came out of that ex.
Yeah, thank you for that. And then it's kind of just gone from there. So I had a horse racing based background, and I kind of flipped into more NFL stuff. But yeah, that's
you made a good flip, I think, personally. But so like,
I was gonna say, I'm interested to know, since you haven't always been like super into the NFL. So I'm curious to know, Abby, you have a ton of social media followers.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a ton of social media followers before you were in the NFL, or did you get a lot of those followers from being a woman in sports?
So I think it was started with the horse racing stuff and being a woman in that respect in that sport. And then when I like started liking the NFL, especially on Instagram, I found that suddenly things start like it like floods, doesn't it? As soon as there's like a new female in sports, everyone's just kind of like, oh my goodness. So it's a bit of that. Mostly, I think most of it is horse racing people, but the people I connect with now are more NFL based.
Okay.
Nice.
Some of it, yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious because I mostly see you interact with NFL, like Packers Twitter and NFL Twitter. So I was just curious about that. But Tori, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, just like kind of building off of that with like being a girl involved in both, sports Twitters, like what is it like? Are people usually pretty good to you and accepting of that? Or do you face any challenges or anything?
I won't lie, in horse racing it's very toxic.
Mm-hmm.
I had somebody that made an account every day for about a good few months to like send me abuse and things, saying it was really very strange. And since the NFL switch, not so much. There's been a couple, where they're like, oh, well, like literally, who stepped on the field first in the Super Bowl in 1990 or something like that? As if like that means you know everything. They ask you like really weird questions, or people say, well, you're only pretending to like it for attention.
Yeah.
And, like, you post a picture in merch, like it's very strange. I think most females like get that.
I say, oh yeah, I definitely understand that completely.
And it's like, I actually know what I'm talking about sometimes.
Right.
Not
it's
only
like
that, but merch is too expensive to just be buying it for attention.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I would not be dropping $100 plus on a jersey just for an Instagram picture once.
Exactly. Literally, I would like literally live in it. People are like, you're always in green. I'm like, well, basically like my whole wardrobe now. So.
Good call once again.
Yeah, I feel that every day going out in the green and gold.
Yes. I'll just shoot you one more question that I'm actually really curious about, and just kind of go any way you want with it. What's the NFL kind of like in London itself? Is it kind of popular? Is it becoming popular? Like, are people really excited that it's coming to the country and everything?
So my dad was like a fan of like the Washington Commanders, but we just pretend that it wasn't that.
We'll just carry on. Just go right past that.
Pretend we didn't hear it.
So he said it was big around that time, and I think it's grown since. And obviously there's the UK games, but I don't think, sounds strange, I don't think the UK games like tend to bring in new fans. It seems to be existing fans.
Okay.
But yeah, there's loads of people in the UK that are like, why don't you just like soccer? I had someone on Twitter the other day, why don't you just like Premier League? I'm like, or they call it, is it hand egg? What some people call it? They're like, oh, it's hand egg. I'm like, no, it's football.
Interesting.
I see people in, so I don't live in like a big, well, I live in Worcester, which is a city, and I've seen people with like Packers hats, Raiders outfits, and I just want to go up to them and be like, NFL! Some like, what? Because they just bought the t-shirt from like a shop, not knowing it was an NFL team.
Oh my gosh.
It's so embarrassing. I was like, yeah, this is actually what it is. And they're like, oh, I bought it because I like the look of it. It was a Raiders top, I think, and it was just, yeah.
What a bad choice on their part, personally, but
I mean, they've got Devontae now, haven't they? Oh,
yeah.
But yeah, like it will be. I think game day this weekend is going to be massive because it's the Packers' first time here.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be so exciting. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I will literally be. I'll cry.
Like, honest. Okay, this is like the first time I've ever like talked to you, and when I saw I was going to London, I was like, oh my God, the Abbeigh girl from Twitter is going to be so excited.
Yeah.
I was like, they're not coming, and then I saw they were coming, and I literally started crying as soon as it was announced. And then there was like a ticket panic because obviously people buy them up, don't they, and then sell them. I think it's mostly going to be Packers fans hardcore Packers fan there on Sunday because the tickets are so
Probably.
expensive.
Yeah,
So
that
expensive.
that was gonna be my question, was how hard was it to get tickets for the game?
So I originally bought one on resale because I missed out on the like original sale, which lots of people did.
Okay.
So I paid £400 for a ticket that was probably worth about 90, 100. But now like the company I'm working with, I'm there in a box with them, so I sold the ticket for a lot less to somebody that's like flying over from the States. He'd already
Oh,
booked
nice.
his tickets to come over and then didn't manage to get a ticket. And
Mm-hmm.
he sent me such a cute photo in like his hat with his cat, and he was so scared he was getting scammed. And I sent him the ticket. I think it came through yesterday, and he's
Oh,
absolutely amazing. And it's the cutest thing ever because he sorted everything out to come over and couldn't get a ticket.
Oh.
So
Aw.
like,
dude, buying tickets online though from like other people in groups is terrifying.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
there's so many people trying to scam. Like, cause I tried to do
Yeah.
that once and I was like, I just don't trust any of these people.
yeah,
Yeah.
like he I think a couple of people tried to scam him, and he
Oh.
said, "I'm trusting the fact that," he'd looked at my social media, and he said, "I'm trusting the fact that you're like a person on there that I can see is a massive fan."
Mm-hmm.
And I just sent him obviously all the confirmation I could. There's only so much you can do to kind of be
Yeah.
like, this is legit. But I know a lot of people have been scammed, which I think's awful. And also there'll be people turning up with a ticket that's been
Fake.
sold to them, but it will have already been scanned in because
Yeah.
somebody's all
Mhm.
like used
Ah,
it since so
that's like such a
that's
fear.
gonna happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I bet. Yeah. I would like I don't know how you it'd be awful because there's nothing you can do about it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stand outside and be like, oh, it's not happening. That was my
I
fear.
Yeah.
I was like panicking about that.
Yeah, I would be absolutely heartbroken, especially, I mean, even if I didn't travel, like even if it was like a local game that I had tickets for and I got up there, got ready, was hyped for it, and then all of a sudden my ticket didn't scan, I would be absolutely heartbroken. And I know it sucks, like we talk about it all the time, like Ticketmaster and Vivid and StubHub, you pay all these fees, like
Mhm.
$200
Yeah.
in fees, but at least that's a 99% guarantee, and they have like
Yeah, it's
rates for it versus buying a ticket from someone directly, not paying fees, but also risking the thing. But that's absolutely heartbreaking for all of those people that have made plans to go over there and then are going to have fake tickets.
yeah, especially because like, what if it was someone like you, like traveling from Texas? They are paying
Yeah.
money to
Yeah.
fly or drive and stay out there, just like go up, walk to the stadium, and then get nothing. I'd be
I would cry.
pissed.
Yeah, I would be in a ball of tears. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot of people that
Yeah.
are like from the States that have bought tickets and accommodation, like plane tickets and accommodation, and haven't got tickets to the game, which I find really sad because it's like they've pre-planned it as much as they could.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm hoping the tickets drop in price because it seems there's still quite a few available. So I'm hoping that they'll drop them in price
Okay.
so that people can get them like on the day or the day before.
Mhm.
That's
And not
that's
just
usually a good way to
it.
do it too.
Yeah. Hopefully it all works out for everybody that paid all that money to go over
Yes.
there. So Abby, clearly you're going to the game. How does it feel to be able to see the Packers in London?
I can't. I'm so excited. I don't think I'm going to sleep. Like the past few nights, I've just been
Yeah.
Like, get the field or even just see the players. Because with the show I'm doing, we were actually in the NFL locker rooms at Tottenham. So it was ready for I think it was was it the Jags? I don't know. Anyway, it was set up for like the first home team, and it was kind of like Aaron Rodgers is going to be in this room
Wow.
in a few weeks' time. There's just crazy to think. But yeah, when they go out on the field, I think I will probably cry.
I say you're definitely gonna cry, right?
Mhm.
I'll do like a reaction video.
Good.
Yes, please
that's what we
do.
need to see.
So have you ever been to the United States, to Lambeau, to see the Packers?
No, I've only been to. I think I've only been to Florida. I'm due to go to Lambeau in
Oh,
September.
don't judge the states based on Florida. It's like one of America's armpits.
Yeah, I was due to go to the Bears opener, but circumstances changed with that person, and it was just. But I've moved my ticket to next year.
Okay.
I can move my flights as much.
I say if you're
want
seeing them already this year, just wait till
Wait
next
till
year and
next
see them
year.
again.
Yeah, exactly. And like seeing them in the States, not the States, what am I on about? The UK. For their it's pretty special, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's very
that is
fun,
definitely
for sure.
special.
That I didn't go to America, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool. And I'm excited that, the Packers, I think it Rasul Douglas that came out and said, like, he's been to London before. He doesn't like it. Like, and it's just because, like, they travel there. They're there for 2 days, strictly business. Like, they don't get to, adjust
Yeah.
to the time change and all of this. So the Packers play at 8:30 Central Time, which is where Tori and I are. Emily, are you Central Time? I think
I'm
you are.
Central.
Yeah, she's Central.
So that's what, 2:30 in London?
Yeah.
Okay.
2:30, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
they get there tomorrow morning, and then they have Saturday, but their time's gonna be all messed up
So
because
messed up.
they're central, their central time in the States, so they're gonna be 6 hours ahead of what their normal schedule is. So I think they're gonna be all messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be brutal.
Yeah. So how do you guys think it will affect the game?
I think on the way over, I don't know if it's just me as I'm not a sports person, but on the way over, it's not as bad as on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? And I think I
Mhm.
hope that they'll have done some. I don't know how much you can prepare for something like that.
I like to
but
hope the adrenaline of a game coming will,
Yeah.
like, at least
just,
wake
like,
them up
play
if
the
that's an
adrenaline.
issue.
The crowd will be ridiculously loud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will, like, just keep them going, and also playing
Yeah.
in front of a different crowd. Hopefully that will sort of, yeah, like you said, the adrenaline will be there. Fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did say that. I was like, I've heard that this stadium is really loud. And Abby, I don't know if you've heard everything about Lambeau, but Lambeau is not loud. It's
I've seen
very
some stuff recently
quiet.
about it. Yeah.
It used
Yeah.
to be.
And they, like, yell at you if you stand up during the game. They tell you to sit down. And
Oh.
if you cuss too loud, you'll get a ticket, and just things like that. And I feel like whenever we do hear Lambeau being loud, it's whenever we're on offense.
Offense.
Which is so backwards.
Yes.
So I do wonder, how we're going to adjust to that, because this is technically a home game for the Packers?
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it'll be really interesting to see how we handle that.
I think my favorite thing about watching games that have been overseas in years past is just looking out at the crowds and just seeing a mass variety of jerseys.
I know, like, it's
Yeah.
like they're
My
not just
absolute
rooting for
favorite
one
thing.
team. Like, it really is like everyone's like, if I can get here, this is the team I like. And I
Yeah.
like seeing it for
Yeah.
sure.
And I was watching, or I heard a little bit about the game last week where they were saying, like, they were rooting when the Saints did something good, but then they were rooting for when the Vikings did something good, but then when something bad happened, they booed. Like, it was just, like, all over the place. And I'm like,
I just hope
love
both
the
teams
variety.
have fun.
Yes,
Like
that is.
jersey bingo. Like, try and see a jersey from every team.
Yes.
That's
Last year, I
awesome.
saw somebody do that, and they literally managed to find a jersey from every single team. I'm not sure how easy that will be. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see it for the Packers game.
I like
Yeah.
to think that Packers fans, like, travel well and we're, like, all over and stuff. So I like to hope it'll be a lot of Packers gear in there.
I think it'll be
Hopefully.
hardcore, like Packers hardcore compared to Giants. I think the difference between the Packers fans and the Giants fans will be huge.
Oh, I've been to a Packers Giants game that was at MetLife Stadium in New York, and they got booed when the Giants got booed at home.
Oof.
It was really bad.
Big oof.
Savage.
It's how they used to do the Chiefs back in the day, when
So
you
I
could
don't
get
trust
tickets
those
for
fans.
$5.
Oh my God, you can't even find parking for $5 anywhere.
Oh my gosh. I remember the Chiefs literally used to beg you to come to their games because they were so bad. Anyways, that's the story for another day.
That's gonna be that's your story every week. There's some, like, Chiefs bash in there from Haley every week.
Because I hate them. Like,
I know, and Jared texts me every time. He's like, "Good show, except for that one Chiefs comment."
So from now on, Jared, I will be making it a point to at some point in the show be like, the Chiefs suck. Like, they might not actually suck. They might actually be good, but I'll be like, the Chiefs suck.
No matter what.
Boo.
Oh man. So how are we feeling about, like we talked about how every fan from every team in the NFL is at a game in the UK because like they can get there and they want to see the NFL. They don't care who it is. So how do you guys think that the noise in the stadium is going to affect the Packers playing?
I mean, I think it could be difficult, like especially if people are just like cheering the entire time. There's not like a quiet time on or off by any means.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, you could kind of see it back last season when we played against the Chiefs. Like, Arrowhead is a loud stadium
The
and
loudest.
stuff. It's a very loud
Unfortunately.
stadium, and like you could see them like tapping and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, can't hear. So I mean, it could be a challenge, but I like to hope for the best.
I think one thing I'm interesting to see is that, Rodgers, because he's played for so many years, and a lot of the guys on our team have played for, a couple of years at least, they've managed to play at majority of the stadiums in the NFL. So they know what to expect. Like you said, when you go to Arrowhead, it's going to be loud. When you go to, and the Packers travel fairly decent. When you go to Tampa or, Miami, it's going to be hot and humid. This is a brand new ballpark for all of them. And so that's what I'm curious to see, the difference is the atmosphere, the way that the weather feels. Because I know, like, walking into different stadiums, some of them are air conditioned, some of them aren't. So what?
My dogs are barking.
I'm like, I know I'm ranting, but
No, it's my freaking dogs.
So that's what I'm excited for, because I know it's going to feel, and plus the weather over in the UK feels a little bit different. I know it's been a really long time since
More
I've been to the UK.
Lambo-like.
Yeah.
What is the
But
weather?
New York
gonna be-
also, so.
What is the weather going to be like, Abby, for the game?
So it's supposed to be like it is now, so like jumper weather that we call it. So
Okay.
it's not like hot. It's probably like 10 degrees Celsius, maybe a little bit lower. I don't know like what that is in
I was going to
Fahrenheit.
say, I have no idea.
When she said 10, I was like,
so
Celsius,
sorry.
okay.
But
I know
it's
that there's a
like
plus or
chilly.
minus 32 in the equation. Let's spell that.
Yeah, it's quite chilly at the moment.
Okay, so you're wearing
Bit of
sweaters.
rain, but yeah, nothing. It's not icy yet.
It might be like 40, 50 degrees here, maybe equivalent.
I have no idea.
Don't know. We'll have to Google.
We'll report later. Okay.
Should have done my research on this.
This is not a math podcast by any means.
I thought last week we said it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say last week it wasn't an English podcast.
That's a whole different week.
I can contribute to that. I can't contribute to math. No way.
Oh my gosh, Jared's actually texting me. He's like, it's like 20 to 30 degrees, guys.
I was close-ish.
Close by 20 degrees, yeah.
I guess that would make sense if it's supposed to be 10. I don't know.
I have no idea.
How are y'all feeling? Do you feel like this will be a win for us, or?
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
I have no hesitation about this. I understand that the Giants have a good record for the first time in God knows how long. What was it? 2011 actually is the first time that they're 3-1. I don't know, but I feel really good about them beating them because even though they are 3-1, the teams that they have beaten are like the Bears, the Panthers, and the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that is not a threatening lineup by any means. So I'd like to think that this will be the game that we will get our shit together and like finally show up to a game and put this team in the place that they should be in, which is towards the bottom of the entire NFL.
So do
yeah.
you guys want to know why I feel really good about the game?
Tell us why.
It's because Jair and Saquon Barkley will be in the same place together. And I can see them both at the same time.
Oh, Haley.
Saquon and Jair are my biggest like NFL crushes. So
I mean, Saquon's he's been doing better and stuff, and he has been, which sucks because like fantasy-wise, I've had him before, and he hasn't done shit for me. But he's
He
actually
was
kind of
also injured.
Yeah.
Yes, he hasn't done shit for me.
Are
Yeah,
we adding
so.
players that are doing us dirty? Because I have some beef with Jonathan Taylor right now.
Oh my god, dude, don't even talk about it. Like, I had him for 2 years before, and like I didn't get him in my one league I like care about, but in the league that's like, oh, I'll take him, and I'm like so pissed. I'm like, does anyone want to trade?
I literally said that it was a wasted first round draft pick in that league. I'm so mad. Again, like we've talked about before, we all have leagues that we care about. The league that I do care about, I am in first place, so I am happy about that. But I was like, who wants to trade for Jonathan Taylor? And immediately my friend texted me, was like, I'll give
No
you AJ
one.
Dillon. And I was like, and he sent the trade, and then immediately he took it away, and I was like, oh, you bitch. I was like, you hurt my feelings.
Yeah, no, it is
So-
not a good pick, and like so many people picked him first overall for sure, as he should have been.
I should have picked Cup. I have so many regrets.
Imagine picking Devontae Adams.
Yikes.
He didn't go very
Abby, did you pick him?
quickly.
No,
No,
I
Oh,
did
okay.
not pick him.
Debo Samuel saved me in fantasy this week.
Debo did?
Like, absolute, like I thought I was gonna lose. I was like the points were against me, and then I woke up and I was like, oh my god, because he got scored like 23 points or something, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he saved. He's like, I think I got like my second win in fantasy. So I think I'm 2-2 now in my first year of doing it. So I can't complain.
Nice.
Oh, this is your
awesome.
first year with fantasy?
Yeah,
Are you enjoying it? I think it's so fun.
it's addictive. I'm like,
Oh yeah, oh for sure. It's definitely addicting.
It's not just like the Packers I'm obsessed with now. It's like I'm obsessed with all the games.
Yes, and that's why I
Yeah.
like it. Is like I actually have a reason and a purpose to watch the other games. Like I do
Every
like
single
football,
game.
but like I'm not paying attention to it if it's not my team as much. I'm like, oh yeah, it was a good play. But now I'm like, I
Absolutely.
need Waddle to get 40 yards and 2 catches, and I need also like 3 touchdowns to win. And
It's like make it happen.
yes,
That was
it's so fun.
literally me last Thursday. I had the Cincinnati defense, and I had Tyreek Hill. So I was like, okay, Tyreek, go for 70, 80 yards, defense stop them, make them get a field goal. And so then I was like, don't score, but score, like get down there and then stop them. And it is interesting, but I love watching all the different games because that's kind of where I'm at too. I'm like, okay, let's root for this person. I'm like, go, go, go. And I'm like, give him the ball, give him the ball, give him the ball. And my dad's like, can you chill? And I'm like, no.
Absolutely not. Oh my gosh. So last year I think I was in the playoffs at this point, and I was already winning, and my defense was on like the Monday night game or something. And so I was like terrified. I was like, what if they suck and I lose? Because I was only winning by like 4 points. And so I was like terrified. So I took them straight off my bench. I played with no defense. I solidified that W, and I feel great about it.
What a boss girl move.
Oh yeah, no, you
Yeah,
gotta
for real.
think smarter, play smarter, not harder, and that's the game. I did that this week too. I had Kittle in, and I was like, if he fumbles like twice, I lose. So he's sitting on my bench. I already won the game.
You're out. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, sorry. Gonna maybe next week.
Yeah.
No
I was
doubt.
projected to win, and it was like 99%. And then with Jonathan Taylor, it was just a slow burn. And then all of a sudden it's questionable. And I'm like, well, he got me 1.2 points. That's great. Having a great day.
It's like all the people that had Kamara, but in America,
Yes.
woke up.
Yeah, I saw so many tweets, and they're like
That
the people that
was-
didn't wake up early for the 8:30 game and have Kamara in their lineup.
Well,
Mhm.
they hyped him up all week. He's playing, designated return, blah, blah, blah. 8 a.m. because I actually got the notification for it. It was 8 a.m., 30 minutes before the game. Nope, he's not playing. And I was like, yeah, all those people that are hungover, dead asleep on their couch right now,
Yeah.
sorry, you're out. And in all
Sucks
3 of
to
my
suck.
fantasy leagues, he was out. Sorry.
So this is totally off topic, but my brother's best friend just sent me this memory from 3 years ago, and it's Kingston with a little Packers.
Ugh.
Oh,
So
That is
cute.
so cute.
Actually, he's
Anyway.
actually a cute kid.
and if we're speaking of
Actually.
memories from
Actually,
3
a
years
cute
ago, today was 3 years ago when the Packers came down here to Dallas and the Packers beat them. And
Ooh.
that's actually where my profile picture on Twitter, but also on the Green and Gorgeous logo, that's where that photo is taken from. So I got that notification.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. That was such a good game. I'm excited to be able to see him play in a couple weeks. But funny story about that game, my dad is just love him so much. But we ended up winning, and leading up to the game, he was like, "Oh, we're not gonna wear our jersey," because Dallas, they're not like mean, but they can be kind of aggressive. And he's like, "We're not gonna wear our jerseys. We're not gonna wear our jerseys." I'm like, "Speak for yourself. I'm wearing my jersey." So ended up we all wore our jerseys. Everything was fine. We ended up winning, and as we were leaving, there was a huge line. And I don't know if they do this at all the stadiums, but at AT&T Stadium, they have a huge section to where fans can go and line up to hopefully watch players, like the Dallas Cowboys players, exit. If they win, they usually get to see them. If they lose, it's kind of, hit or miss. And so we were walking out, and the whole stadium's chanting, "Go Pack, go Pack, go Pack, go." I am, so happy. And we're walking through that section to where everybody's, waiting to hopefully see these players. And my dad yells at them, and he goes, "I hope y'all are waiting in line to get a refund."
Oh
my God, a savage.
I was like, "Get me out of here."
Your dad said, "Ooh, burn." That is
I
hilarious.
I love that. That would have I would have looked at him and been like, "You are my hero." Like,
Oh, that is
That's-
good.
that's awesome. I love good dad jokes and like dad disses. I love them.
They're the best. All right. Let's give some game predictions, and then we are out of here. Who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll go first. 21-10. I'm feeling good. Feeling like something will click. 21-10 Packers.
I'm feeling really good, and I'm going to be like the oddly, really optimistic person here. I'm feeling like 27-13.
Okay.
Like, I hope we click and we get it together. I was even tempted to say like 30-13, but I was like, no, down. just in case.
Mine was like, I think I've done the maths right. I'm gonna have people coming like running to my head now.
There's so many different ways to get different
Poor Dobby.
numbers. As long as you
Here's
didn't
the
only
thing.
give them 1 point. That's what matters.
I did say it, didn't I say it?
You did.
You probably
Yeah.
did, but I talk over everyone because I'm loud and
No, I had a blonde
obnoxious.
moment. My brain just like emptied. I was like,
What did you say it was going to be? I missed.
32-24. I
Okay.
think it'd be
Okay.
close-ish.
You're thinking it's going to be a close game. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go 24-17. I don't think it'll be a super high scoring game. I'll be surprised if it is because we really haven't had one yet. So I'll
We're
be
going to click
surprised if
this
it is,
game.
but
We're going to click. It's going to be fine.
fingers crossed, manifest it, light your sage,
Yeah.
burn your candles, do whatever you need to do for the
My
Packers
alarm.
to have.
And someone
good
throw some
game.
pine tar on some receivers' gloves.
Emily, don't eat anything that you've ate before and the Packers have lost.
Yeah, Emily is having Jack in the Box for dinner.
No, my alarm's set for 8 a.m. That way I can wake up, put my
that's right,
t-shirt
it's a
on, put the bicycle
You have to
shorts
have an
on.
alarm to wake up by 8 a.m. That must be nice. Tell me you don't have to
Yeah,
without telling
damn.
me.
Well, okay. To be fair, I usually wake up at 5:45 every day, and so I am able to go back to
Oh my
sleep.
goodness.
But I'm gonna set the alarm because on the off chance that I oversleep and don't put the Packers t-shirt on, I'm nervous about that. So the alarm
You
says
know who to
put shirt on.
blame.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is that Abby said, "Oh my goodness," when you said 5:45, and it's clearly like almost 2 a.m. for you right now.
It's that like I can stay up till 4 5 a.m. for football, but tell me to get up at that time.
It couldn't be me. Oh my god, I don't know how you do it, but I am very proud of you for
Yeah. Yay. Thank you, Abby.
Sounds like
it.
massive.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much, Abby, for being here with us today. And make sure you guys go follow her at AbbeyX on Twitter. And then you can also follow us and make sure you like and subscribe to Game On Wisconsin YouTube. Abby, thank you so much for being here and for
Yes, thank you.
spending your
Thank you for having me.
night, early
been
morning.
fun.
I don't know. And we'll see you guys next week.